Hello my dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you mathematics in standard 7th. Today we are going to study chapter number 8, algebraic expressions and operations on them, in which we are going to study explanation of algebraic expressions and practice set 32. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side to get my recent videos and videos from previous chapters also. Okay children, so name of our lesson is algebraic expressions and operations on them. We all know what is meant by operations, which we have learnt in the rational numbers and operations on them. Now today we are going to see in this lesson what is the meaning of algebraic expressions. So let's learn algebraic expressions. Look at the arrangement of sticks given below and observe the pattern. In first horizontal column, first horizontal row, we can say the arrangement of sticks are shown. Then second horizontal row, number of squares are there, and then third horizontal row, number of sticks are there. As we all can see, in first column, here we can see one square is there. This one square is made by using 4 sticks. How many sticks are used? 4 sticks are used, and from these 4 sticks one square is made. Now see in the second column, we can see 2 squares are there, but these 2 squares are made by using 7 sticks. That means we require 3 more sticks to make 2 squares, correct? For 1 square we require 4 sticks, but for 2 square we require only 7 sticks. We don't require 8 sticks. Why 7 sticks? Because 1 stick is common. This 1 stick is common, so we don't require 8 sticks for making 2 square. We only require 7 sticks. That means every time when one more square is added, 3 sticks are added. 1 square added, that means 3 sticks are added. If you see here in the third column, one more square is added, so number of squares are 3 now. As the number of squares are 3, 3 sticks are added in 7, we get 10 sticks. So in this way, when we keep on increasing the number of square, number of sticks are increased by 3. So that can be written in the equation form or expression form like this. Here 4 sticks means 3 plus 1, 7 sticks means 6 plus 1, 10 sticks means 9 plus 1, 13 sticks means 12 plus 1, and again this can be written as 3 into 1 plus 1. 3 into 2 plus 1, 6 means 3 2s are 6, plus 1, keep it as it is. So every time this 3 is constant and plus 1 is constant. Are you understanding? Let me rub it. So we are going to see it again. So when the last column, when we see this last row, what we can see? We can see that this 3 is constant every time and 1 is constant every time. Only this number is varying. Can you see this number? Here 1 is there, here 2 is there, here 3 is there, here 4 is there. That number is increasing by 1. So 3 into 1 plus 1, 3 into 2 plus 1, 3 into 3 plus 1, 3 into 4 plus 1, and then when there are 10 number of squares, we can write 3 into 10 plus 1. When there is 1 number of square, we write 3 into 1 plus 1. When there are 2 numbers of squares, we can write 3 into 2 plus 1. When there are 3 numbers of squares, we write 3 into 3 plus 1. When there are 4 numbers of square, we write 3 into 4 plus 1. Similarly, when there are 10 numbers of square, we write 3 into 10 plus 1. So in this way, if we keep on increasing the number of squares, number of sticks are also getting increased. And when there are n number of squares, we write the expression as 3 multiplied by n plus 1. So n can be any number. N can be 1 also, n can be 2 also, n can be 3 also, n can be 4 also, n can be 10 also, n can be 100 also, n can be 50 also, n can be 95 also, n can be any number. So if you write n, it is easy to put the value for n. That means 3 into 1 plus 1. So here value of n is 1. 3 into 2 plus 1, here value of n is 2. 3 into 3 plus 1, here value of n is 3. 3 into 4 plus 1, here value of n is 4. So in this way we can keep on writing the value for n. So on observing the pattern above, we notice that the number of sticks is equal to 3 multiplied by number of squares plus 1. What we can observe? Number of sticks is equal to 3 multiplied by number of squares plus 1. So here the number of square changes. It could be any number. As I have told you, it can be 2, 3, 4, dot, 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 10, dot, 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 any number. Uncountable numbers can be there. So if we do not know the number of squares, we write a letter in its place. Here the number of squares is shown by letter n. So n is called variable. Why it is variable? Because its value can vary. Its value can change. So that's why it is known as variable. So 3 multiplied by n plus 1, which is the same as 3n plus 1. Multiply by sign we don't put many times because there is number and variable. Between number and variable, when multiplication is there, we don't put the multiplication sign. So 3n plus 1 is an algebraic expression in variable n. So this is known as algebraic expression when there is variable, when there are numbers, and when there is plus minus sign, or sometimes only 3n also can be said as variable. This algebraic expression only 3n. If you write only 3n, this is also an algebraic expression. And when you write plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, anything, that is also algebraic expression. Now see children, look at these pictures. In first picture, we can see 3 balls are there. So this can be written as equal to 3 balls. Then 3 triangles are there. This can be written as equal to 3 triangles. Then 3 T's are there. It can be written equal to 3 T's. Then next picture we can see 2 balls, 2 bats. So here equal to what we can write? 2 balls plus 3 bats. Then next picture we can see 2 mangoes plus 3 guavas. So here we can write 2 mangoes plus 3 guavas. Then next picture we can see 2x plus 3y. So in place of mango and in place of guavas, we can use the variable x and y. In place of balls and in place of bats, we can use these variables x and y. So for denoting any number of things, we can use variables. Now let us see the next picture. Perimeter of rectangle. The length of rectangle is shown by letter L. It is denoted by letter L, and breadth of rectangle is denoted by letter B. What is the formula for perimeter of rectangle? It is 2 into length plus 2 into breadth. So 2L plus 2B. As multiplication sign, we don't put between the number and variable. We write it as 2L plus 2B. But 2 is common, as you all can see. 2 is common in both these numbers. So 2 we can write common, and inside the bracket there will be L plus B. So perimeter of rectangle formula is 2 into bracket L plus B. So what we can say from this? Now I know 3n plus 1, 3t, 2x plus 3y, then 2 into bracket L plus B are all algebraic expressions where n, t, y, L, B, x are all the variables in these expressions. So let's learn in the expression 3x. 3x is also an expression. It is also an algebraic expression. I told you only 3x is there, only 3n is there, 4y, only 4y, only 5t. All these are expressions. algebraic expressions. So in the expression 3x, 3 is coefficient. This 3 is called coefficient and x is variable. In the expression minus 15t, minus 15 is coefficient and t is variable. So an expression in which the multiplication is the only operation, it is called the term. As you all can see here, only one operation, which is multiplication. In 3x also multiplication is there, that is 3 multiplied by x is equal to 3x, correct na? So only operation is multiplication, there is no other operation, there is not division, there is not addition, there is not subtraction, only multiplication is there. So when only multiplication is there, this is a single term, this is only one term, 3x is only one term. Similarly, if you see in the next expression minus 15t, there is a multiplication between minus 15 and t. So minus 15 multiplied by t. So single operation, which is multiplication. So in an expression in which multiplication is the only operation, it is called a term. We can say that this 3x is one term, 15x is the second term, is the term. And an algebraic expression may have one term or may be the sum of several terms. So algebraic expression means what? Only one term also can be there, and there can be the addition of many terms. There can be addition of 2 terms, 3 terms, 4 terms. So let us once again see what is coefficient and what is meant by variable. So in this chart we can observe 3 columns. First column is of term, second column is of coefficient, third column is of variable. So first term is we can see 11 mn is there. So in this 11 mn, 11 is coefficient, this 11 is coefficient, and m and n are variables. We can see this mn are variables. Then second term we can see it is minus 9 x square y square. So minus 9 is coefficient, and which are the variables? X and y. You should not write x square and y cube are the variables. You don't put square and cube. When we are asked to write only variables, you have to write the variables only. You should not put the indices on the variable. Now let us see the third term. It is 5 upon 6p. So in 5 upon 6p, 5 upon 6 is the coefficient and p is the variable. In a, only a is there. So only a means always 1 is there. So coefficient is 1 and a is the variable. So the algebraic expression 15 minus x has 2 terms because minus sign is there. So first term is 15, which is a number, and second term is minus x. So here the coefficient of variable x is minus 1 because it is here it is minus x, second term is minus x, and that's why its coefficient is minus 1. So always remember that 2 terms are separated by minus or plus sign. If there is multiplication sign, we cannot say they are 2 terms. If there is 15 multiplied by x, that means it is 15x. So this is a single term. 15 multiplied by x is a one term only. But when there is minus or plus sign between 15 and x, then they are 2 terms. So 15 is the first term and minus x is the second term. So the coefficient of x is minus 1 here. Okay, so always remember all these things. Then terms which have the same variable with the same powers are called like terms. When there are same variables in the term and their power, that means their index is same, then they are known as like terms. So let us see what is meant by like terms and unlike terms. So see here, two examples of like terms and unlike terms are shown. In the first example, we can see that 3 terms are there, 2x, 5x and minus 2 upon 3x. In all these 3 terms, we can see that x is the variable which is having index 1. Because index is 1, nothing is written there. So in the first term, coefficient is 2 and the variable is x. In the second term, coefficient is 5 and variable is x again. And in the third term, coefficient is minus 2 upon 3 and variable is x. So in all these 3 terms, x is the variable, and when the variable is same and variable is having same index, index also should be same. So when the index is same and variable is same, such a terms are known as like terms. They are same terms. They are like terms. Okay. Now see the second example. In second example, first term is 5x square y, where coefficient is -5 and the variables are x and y, where x is having the index 2. Similarly, in the second term, it is 6 upon 7 y x square. So we can see that coefficient is 6 upon 7. Variables are x is also there, this x is also there, and y is also there, but x is having 2 index, here also x is having 2 index. That means the variables are same, x and y, and they are having same index, and that's why these two terms are known as like terms. Now let us see what do we mean by unlike terms. Unlike terms means their variables are different, they are having different indices. As you all can see in the first example, first term is 7xy, so here coefficient is 7 and variable is x and y. In the second term, coefficient is 9 and variable is y, only y is there, and y is having the index 2 also. In the third term, we can see -2 is there, the coefficient, and coefficient is -2 and variables are x, y, z, three variables are there. So in first term only x and y 2 variables are there, in the second term only y is there, and third term x, y, z 3 variables are there. That means in all these 3 terms different variables are there, and that's why they are not like term. Not like term means they are unlike terms. Now let us see the next example. 8mn, that means here the coefficient is 8 and variables are m and n with index 1 1. They are having index 1 1. Now let us see in the second term, coefficient is 8 again the coefficient is 8, and but the variables are m n with indices 2 2. Both are having 2 2, index is 2, m square m n square. So we cannot say they are like terms. In the third term also coefficient is same. Coefficient is same, that does not means the terms are same. Okay, we have to observe the variables. Here the variables are m n again, but only m is having the index 3 and n doesn't have index. So you have to check that if the variables are same, we have to check their indices also. If the indices are different, the terms are not same terms. They are not like terms. They are known as unlike terms. So always keep this in mind. For like and unlike terms, we have to check the variables and their indices. Now let us see the types of algebraic expressions. Expressions are named after the terms they have. Expression with one term are called monomial. Expression with 2 terms are called binomial. 1 term means monomial, 2 terms means binomial, and 3 terms means trinomial. These 3 only you have to remember. And if the terms are more than 3, then they are called polynomials. If it has 4 terms, 5 terms, 6 terms, 7 terms, 8 terms, 9 terms, 10 terms, then they are polynomials. But 1 term means monomial, second term means binomial, third 3 terms means trinomial. So here we have given the examples of monomial. 4x, so only 1 term. 5 upon 6m, 1 term. Only -7, only number is there, then it is monomial. Okay, binomial means, as you all can see, two terms are there. 2x minus 3y, 2l plus 2b, 3mn minus 5m square n. Always see that the terms are separated by writing plus or minus sign between them. So these are the binomials. Then trinomials are there. A plus b plus c, x square plus minus 5x plus 6, 8a cube minus 5a square b plus c. So these are trinomial, where we can observe three terms. And then in polynomials, here 4 terms are there, here 5 terms are there, again 4 terms are there. So 4, 5, 6, 7, more than 3 terms are polynomials. So based on this, let us solve practice set 32. Okay children, so let's solve sums from practice set 32. Question is, classify the following algebraic expressions as monomials, binomials, trinomials or polynomials. Just now we have seen that the expression with one term is called monomial, those with two terms is called binomial, and with three terms are trinomial, and if they have more than three terms they are called polynomials. So we have to classify these given polynomials into monomial, binomial, trinomial and polynomial. So as you all can see, I have already made the chart of monomial, binomial, trinomial and polynomial. We have to write all these expressions one by one. Check the expressions. As I have told you, the expressions are separated by plus and minus sign. So, and when there is multiplication, that is the single term, but when there is plus and minus sign, the terms are separated. So let us solve one by one. First it is 7x. As you all can see, there is no other sign than multiplication. It is 7x, so that means it is a single term. Single term we have to write in monomial. 7x is a monomial. Now let us see the next sum, which is 5x minus 7z. So two terms are separated by minus sign, 1 and 2 terms are there, that means it is binomial. We have to write here 5x minus 7z. Then 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11, that means there are 3 terms, 1, 2, 3. We have to write in trinomial. 3 terms means trinomial. 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11 is a trinomial. Then we can see in the fourth sum, 1 first term, minus 8a second term, minus 7a square is third term and minus 7a cube is the fourth term. 4 terms are there. When there are more than 3 terms, they are considered as polynomial. So this fourth sum we have to write in the polynomial. 1 minus 8a minus 7a square minus 7a cube. So this is a polynomial. Now let's check the fifth sum. 5m minus 3, we can see 2 terms are there, 5m and minus 3. So we have to write it in the binomial, 5m minus 3. Only a is there, that means single term is there. This is coefficient is 1, nothing is there means coefficient is 1 and variable is a. This is 1a, that means only a. So it is a monomial, we write in the monomial. Only 4, only number is there, nothing is there, that means it is a monomial again. And then 8th sum is 3y square minus 7y plus 5, that means 3y square is first term, minus 7y is the second term and plus 5 is third term. 3 terms are there, we have to write in the trinomial. Here I am going to write 3y square minus 7y plus 5. So in this way we can classify the given expressions in monomial, binomial, trinomial and polynomial.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.